What's going on? Shout out to you guys. How are we all doing? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the chat. What is going on? How are we all doing? Wow, look at this dumpity dump 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 dump. Hope you're all doing good. Happy Thursday. It's my Friday, and Alex O Crypto, shouts out to the Otter Gang. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to the live. What's going on with Bitcoin? Are we going to continue downwards? Has Bitcoin failed? Are we heading to the basement? Let's find out. Let's jump into the charts. Let's shout out to the chat. LFG says, Sniper's Nightmare. Now, I want to bring this to your attention quickly before it is lost, because we are at a key level right now. Look at here that we have on the CME futures that we do have a gap, okay? I just wanted to tell you guys right away, we have a gap, okay? There is a gap on the futures right here at 21.9 to 21.850, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that we could possibly move back up to take this gap. Let's be careful. I'm checking my phone to make sure that I'm live. And we're live. Because we did have a hiccup the other day. So just letting you guys know there is a level up here that is yet to be filled. So there could be a possible move up. I'm just letting you know right off the start. We always want to keep you guys informed. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Travis Harris. Shout out to Jake Fro. And shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. It is 4:45 in the morning. We got our coffee. We're in a trade. We're looking at the charts. And I may have gone long from down here. Could this be a possible trade setup? I made it on time. Rushed making supper. Thank you so much for being here, Sarah. We appreciate having you here. You must be in the UK or a little bit east of the UK, because that would make it dinner time. If it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then I'm guessing that you're somewhere in Europe. Mr. Quinto, let's go. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Much love. Thank you guys for your support. Didn't think I would catch the live while you're here. We're glad you're here. If you guys want me to look at any alts for you, any altcoins, just throw them up in the chat. I'll do that for you. No problem. I'm here. It's nice having a small knit community. I'm very grateful for you guys being here, and if I can help in any way, I will definitely do that for you guys. So, just want to inform you, CME, make sure you add the CME futures to your chart. You can see, I'll take off my banner, CME futures, and these gaps tend to get filled. Now, the thing is that we did create this gap up here, but if we zoom out a bit, we do have a gap below us that we've been looking to fill for quite some time, and is quite gigantic, right? So we're kind of caught in the middle, and we're in this hefty downtrend. And let's be fair, every previous Thursday to us has been downside. Robert, thank you for being here. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Hey. Let's get into the charts. So yeah, be aware of these CME gaps. They tend to get filled. We were looking at them past before, and we saw we had one here. Boom, quick move back down to fill up the gap. Same with here. Quick move up, quick move down, right? So these gaps do tend to get filled on their way back up. We can see another one here, right? It tends to get filled. So, and I think it's an astronomical amount of percent that these do get filled. So as you can see, we're heading down. So we will jump into the charts. We will look through Market Cipher. We will decipher Market Cipher, if that's a way of saying it. And we will put on our thinking caps right now. I am currently in a small little scalp long from the bottom of this range. We've come down, we've tapped. I am in this trade right now. So I think it's important as a streamer, as someone who is trying to share their ideas and their thoughts. I know I'm not right all the time. That is impossible. But what I try to do is to I trade, therefore I have some guidance and able to possibly help you guys with your mindset, with your thinking, with your trading, and hopefully we can wrap our minds around this. So we'll get into it. And do I go to work after this live? Absolutely. I am a carpenter by trade. I'm a journeyman carpenter. I've been swinging a hammer since I was 18, and I'm 33 right now. So I've been working construction as a carpenter my whole life. I've jumped into the charts. I've learned the charts. I've took almost 3 years off of swinging a hammer, but I do it now as well. I'm over in Australia, and hey, I want to show the common person that even if you're a tradesman, a nurse, even a clerk at the store, whatever you do, that you can come home and you can extract profits from this market. You can come home and learn how to trade, practice good risk management, and secure the bag so that maybe you can provide a little bit more for your family. Maybe you can get that savings account started. Maybe you can, I want to create possibility for the common person and show, hey, we can do this. You know what I mean? We can do this. And I want to be living proof of that because I'm doing it, right? I don't mind. I did demo all day yesterday. I don't mind coming back home, looking at the charts, getting in a couple trades. I had a couple nice trades. I took it along from up here. So I don't mind coming home, extracting some profits, sharing with you guys, showing that maybe a little bit of effort into finding another passion can help us all profit and become successful traders. So that's kind of a little bit of my backstory, but that's how we go. That's how we do. Paper Planes, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Candle Mafia is in the house. What's up? So you can see now, we were looking at this 3-day bearish divergence, and it has fully come down to the zero mark. As you can see on Market Cipher B, we are in the red, we are curling over, and we're looking for money flow to come out, right? We look on the 4-day, very much the same kind of thing. And then I wanted to look at the weekly. We will get all this nonsense off of the charts in order to look at what's actually going on. So you can see it looks like a double top to me. We had the reversal sign here, but we were talking about this weekly red dot. It has printed. We're still in the red, and money flow looks to be curling back. So this is a very ugly sign because you can see how it curled back over here. Now it looks like it's curling back over here. So that could be a continuation of the bearish sign. VWAP is down. So we're watching this, but let's jump into the 2 and the 3-day. Now look at the money flow now on the daily, right? Because we can see it's in the green here. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, can we attempt at this zero line? Well, on the daily, it's about to attempt this zero line, right? The scary thing is that we have stochastics right now that are very separate, which does to me mean a move is coming, and this is extremely overbought on the RSI. This is our zero line. If you don't know on Market Cipher, this is the top line. So you can see that on Market Cipher RSI, we're very, very low, and we're coming to test the zero line with the money flow on the daily. Are you day trading or swing trading? I normally scalp trade, and then I allow my trades to run long. So I will find good entries. I will take profits early, and then if it continues to go up, I will take profits along the way. That's how I typically trade. So right now, and I will ladder into some of my trades. So depending on where we're at in the charts, like right now, to me, it looks like we could get a bounce. We've had a heavy move down, so I'm looking for a longer play, but I'm looking for a scalper's entry, if that makes any sense. So, and that's how I protect my profit. That's how I protect my mindset. And that's how I was able to be in a trade last night at 6 o'clock, take profits, and then let the rest of the trade ride with my stop loss at entry and my take profits along the way. I went to bed, I slept like an angel, right? I do not want to be stressing out when I go to sleep. I do not want to be worrying about the charts. I do not want to be thinking that way. So for me, it's very important that I do stress-free trading. I get in, I get out, I have a proper stop loss. I'm okay with losing the trade. I have a healthy mindset about trading because I have been there so many times where I'm watching price and I'm trying to mind Jedi through the computer, trying to Jedi mind trick it in order to move prices in the direction I want it to go in, and it never works out. So I've developed a mindset around trading where I'm able to look at the charts objectively, make my trade with my technical analysis, put the odds in my favor, and therefore practice good risk management and have a healthy mindset. That is my key to my trading. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this hidden bullish divergence we have on the daily. Can this play out? Well, it's very, very flat now, right? This is not extreme. I think the more extreme this would have been, the stronger it would have been. But obviously, we're coming down, and it looks like it could be just a continuation, right? If we're looking at a bullish divergence, we would have lower lows and higher lows, right? So we would look for something like that. But obviously, with this push down and price coming down, it is definitely invalidated, in my opinion. What's up, Brooke Frolich? She's in the chat. Shut up. We got Sarah and Brooke holding down the fort, keeping the Otter Gang in check. This is what I love. This community is awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to you, Brooke. Brooke just turned 33. I'm turning 33 in how many days? 8 days. See, it doesn't matter once you get in your 30s. The dirty 30s. So in 8 days, I'm going to go skydiving in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to jump out of a plane because why not? So I'll send some pictures. Join us in the Discord. Free Discord. Setups given. Not a signals group, but setups are always given. I always share my trades, my ideas, and my thoughts. So shout out to you guys. I will send some pictures of me jumping out of a plane, hopefully. Paper planes. Shout out to you, man. We'd be jumping out of planes. So make sure to get your coffee. It's 4 a.m. and we're doing it, guys. No dirty Sphinx out here keeping the other dudes on lock. Yes, Brooke. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so let's jump down into the lower term time frames. Why am I in a long right now? What do I think is going to happen with price? Well, we're so oversold, right? Oh, no, skydiving, you cray. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it's my first time, too. I'm popping my skydive cherry, so I'm excited. So we're looking for it to take out these lows here, right? We have liquidity down below here. Definitely liquidity. We have liquidity at 21.3. We have liquidity at 25, I believe. So we have liquidity. Making paper, jumping out planes. Yeah, bud. That's it. Maybe we throw on a long trade so we land softly. We'll just degen 100x long as we're falling. Market order. How about that? Let's do it. That would be... We'll use 100% of the account too. Let's just do it. Birthday degen trade. Maybe we'll do that. Shout out to you, paper planes. So we got liquidity below us here. So what does that mean? That means that this market maker guy, he's looking to get us right now. He's looking to come down and grab us in order to secure the bag, right? Makes sense? Why would he come down here? So he's coming down here to get these old longs, right? He's coming down to get these old longs, but obviously he's taking his time, right? Because we've had such an extreme pump all the way up, we can see that we've been in this downtrend, and it's a very, very aggressive downtrend. In my opinion, this is very aggressive, right? You can see we've bounced along, Every morning this happens to me. I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. That's bad. I should just grab some Kleenex and keep them next. I don't want to blow my nose on stream. That's kind of rude, right? You guys don't want to see that. Pardon me. Okay, so we can see we're in this aggressive downtrend. Just doing it on the fly. We're making it work, okay? Jumping out of planes. So we can see that there's liquidity here. Price wants to come and grab this liquidity. Naturally, it wants to grab these people out of their longs. The people in their longs have hopefully closed these longs and paid themselves, because it's very important to pay yourself, isn't it? So we want to make sure that we're paying ourselves, and we're looking at these lows as targets, right? Now, why are these targets? Well, we do have a CME gap down here at 24.5. We have a CME gap right around here that we have marked out on our charts. Now, if you don't have that marked out on your charts, make sure to have it marked out on your charts, right? We can see that market Cipher on these lower term time frames, as we go from the 18 to the 20 to the 16, right? We're in the red now. We've crossed over. VWAP is struggling to get above the zero line, but we can also see that stochastic has come right down to the oversold area, right? The only time we've seen this overbought area, if we look at the pump to the left here, we can see overbought. Look how high up it was, right? Then this dipped down, right? It touched and then it bounced back up, right? With a double bottom here. So we can see over here, oversold. Now it's worked its way slowly down and we're oversold as well. So right now we're crossing into the red or the purple, as you see on my chart. Nah, no one cares. Thank you so much, Robert. But we do want to change market structure. So we can see aggressive downtrend has been respected. If you drew this out on your chart, right, you would see that if you go from the highs to the lows, that we have continuously come up, touched, and then dropped, right? So will we be looking for something similarly to this? Will we be looking for us to stay in this channel and work our way back down? Well, in my opinion, right now, the trend is your friend, and we're continuing downwards, right? Late, but here now, being busy, beer money longing. Darren does things. My man, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You've made it. You've made it. Good to see you, my friend. We're just talking about we've been talking about how the bears need to get below this 21.3 area in order to change this market structure of higher, low, and continuation upwards, right? So right now we need to get below this, but we're typically aiming for this 20,500 area, right? Makes sense. So let's go through market Cipher a little bit more, and we can see that we're looking for some sort of divergence right now, some sort of indication where we can find a reason to long, right? Because you're not going to move straight down all the way. You can see that this is actually a set of mini bear flags, right? You can see the flag here. You can see the flag here, right? Are we going to see a flag here and then a drop, right? So right now, in my opinion, we are looking for relief, but Thursday has been a very red day. Always good to be here. We could still set a higher low and head back up. That's absolutely right. I am in a long right now because I've longed at the very bottom of this channel right here. And it's not a massive move. It's a smaller portion because I wasn't 100% sure and I just woke up and it was 4:30. And I don't trade on my phone. That's one of my rules. But I wasn't on my phone, and it looked like a good setup to me when I woke up this morning and I was watching the charts. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a bullish divergence, right? Lower low, higher high. We're clearly not getting it here, but we can see that we are so oversold that there is a possibility for a move. So as we flip through here It's very much the same thing. Red money flow. Money flow is staying thick. It's not curving upwards, right? We want to see money curve upwards, but we've had a recent drop back down to these lows. So obviously money flow is going to be pointed down, right? Yellow X continuation, which is bearish. So we've had multiple signs yesterday, this morning, continuation of a downtrend, even on these shorter time frames. So this is where I'm at. I'm in a long right now. I'm looking for price to come back up. Now, I said at the beginning of the stream, now if you missed this, there is a CME gap above us, right? There is a CME gap above us. So be aware that this is going to want to be filled, right? At 21,860, right? This gap wants to be filled. And if we're going to leave a little one, maybe we pop up, we grab this, and then we head back down, right? This could be the start of a big relief rally, of this huge downtrend, right? We don't know this. So this is why we prepare. This is why we look at the charts objectively. Right now, market says we're going down, right? People are getting bearish. We can go over and check the fear and greed index if you want, but I guarantee you it is slowly dropping, and people are getting more scared and less money is coming into the market. So these are my levels. We're going to get some new levels because we've clearly had some more movement. We've clearly had some things move around. So we're going to pull a volume profile over from here and across, and we're going to check it out. We're going to throw up our levels, and we're going to see where we're at with everything right now. Now you see this vertical line. This vertical line is CPI data. This is the interest rate. Are we going to get a 0.5 rate hike? That will bring us down. Are we going to get a 0.25? That will possibly bring us up, right? So be informed. Know when your news is in case you don't want to get totally ruined or you want to trade it, right? I typically stay out of the news trades recently because they have just been absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. So we have this level at 21,345, which is clearly the low here. We have obviously an alarm here. We have an alarm here. I'm going to move this one down to 21.8 just so I know that it's near the CME gap. It may be a fire off a short from there once it's filled, right? So we got the POC local that has moved a bit. We also have this volume load and the CME below us. So if you haven't had these marked out in your chart, make sure to mark them out just as an area where price will react, right? We look at these areas, we find confluence, we got a CME gap here, we have a golden pocket ratio with previous range points of control down here at 19,000, right? But we have to have these marked out on our charts so we know that when price comes to these levels, we're looking for a reaction. We're looking for some sort of divergence, some sort of exhaustion, maybe a wick down, but this is how we catch trades and we look for reactions, is that we have these levels where price wants to go. Naturally, they will jog around these volume profiles. We also have Fibonacci golden pockets pulled so that we know that, hey, once we come to these areas, where are we going to hit, right? Well, this area right here, and there's a huge volume node across here that's just above here. So this 19,000 is very significant, but we also got to look to the left, right? When we look to the left, we can see that where we're trading right now is exactly where SBF dumped our market, right? This is significant territory, SBF and his dumpola, right? So we're very aware of this high right now. Also, psychologically, we have to be aware of 20,000, right? Psychologically, 20,000, 20,400, right around this area. We have to know that that is a very psychological level that people want to hold price up at. Bitcoin's at 20K, right? If we get into the teens, well, that sounds pretty scary. Agreed? Agreed. So it is very much a mindset game. We have to be aware of what people are thinking, what the retail trader is wanting to do, and how we can beat the retail trader. We're not going to beat the whales all the time. But if we have a good plan and we execute, we can beat the retail trader, right? We can beat them. So currently in a long from down here, we'll see if we get a reaction. I'm looking at bulls to hold up the price right now just because I don't think they want to give up this 21.3 level just yet. They are fighting for their lives right now, in my opinion. And we will see if we put in that lower low. We have a good stop loss set. We're practicing good risk management. And we'll see if we get a reaction. So, short-term time frames. What are we looking at? Clear downtrend, right? Clear downtrend. Are we going to continue lower? Well, charts say we're going to continue lower, right? Charts say that. Where can we retrace to? Well, first of all, we would pull a Fibonacci golden pocket. Let's see if we get one that lines up with the highs here and the lows here. So we can pull them like that with confluence at this CME gap. We'll type CME here. Make sure to label things, double click it, add some titles to what you're trading so when you come back to the charts, you actually know what they are. So we're wicking down here. Are we going to be able to hold this level? Good question, right? I'm not worried about this trade. Yellow X, attempting. Whew, look at this, price action. Everybody's probably staring at the charts right now. Why is Alex O'Crypto long right now? Is he nuts? He must be nuts. This is going to drop. Look, money flows in the red. Stochastics overbought. We have momentum waves, red dots. We have yellow X's. It's like all the flashing lights are going off. Why is he long? Because I know what's underneath me, right? I know what's underneath me. Maybe we do come down. That's okay. But the potential to move up to me after all this movement down is much greater. Much greater. Just set my long. Sniper's Nightmare. He is Batman. What's up, Sniper's Nightmare? My man. Hope you're well. Much love to the UK. My Mrs. Otter, she is from the UK. She makes an awesome spag bowl. She's a hardworking editor. She edits scripts. She's British from the West Midlands. Bloody hell. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's why we love Sniper's Nightmare. He's our guy in the UK. You know he's got us. So let's jump over and get some confluence. Let's go and look at what the S&P 500 is doing. We have had this drawn up for quite some time. We can see that we're getting a little bit of a dump. We can go all southern Canadian. Nah, we won't do that. Okay, so we can see that we've gotten a little bit of a push up and a push down. Key level of resistance is at 4,070. Stop loss set. Be going to sleep soon. Sniper's Nightmare trading and sleeping like a legend he is. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm also UK, so guess what? I'm invaded by the UK. I'm Canadian living in Australia, married to a British lady. So there we go. America, Canada, we're international, baby. Shout out to you guys. Much love. We love you all. We love you all. So downtrend continuation, S&P 500 bouncing off this trend line, right? We're looking for a little bit of relief. Have we got it? Absolutely not. We are continuing on this downtrend, right? As S&P moves down, so does Bitcoin, right? Looking for it to come to this key level of support. My long has a super tight stop loss entry at 21.33. Stop loss at 21.998. There we go. There we go. People out here trading. We'll see what happens. Can we go back up and get that little CME gap? That would be cool. That would be cool. I'm down for that. I like when I call it out. And the Otter gang, we all profiting. So look, Dixie's dumping. Dixie's dumping. Bitcoin should be pumping. Right? Not happening. Why? Well, look how high the dollar is, right? Holy smokes, Batman. The dollar's all the way up here, right? Is it going to work its way back into this range here? You can see the range here. It's very obvious, right? Dollar hasn't been this high for quite some time. It's working its way back up. Dominance of the dollar, right, is going to be inverted correlated to Bitcoin. That just means that when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down. When the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up, right? People are holding on to their dollars. They're afraid. What's going on with this market? We can see a clear uptrend, right? Clear uptrend. So we'll watch this, but we're looking for the dollar to dump in order to get a little bit of a pump, right? So we'll be watching this for sure, making sure that we have confluence. But right now, Bitcoin's kind of doing its own thing, right? It's not decoupling or anything like that. To decouple, you'd have to be out on like at least a weekly time frame. So we'll be watching the dollar, watching it dump down. So the dump on the dollar should mean a pump on the Bitcoin. Well, is it happening? Not yet, right? Not yet. Maybe I add to my long right now. Good question, right? Good question. Look at this. We're curling over. Are we going to get stopped out? We'll see. We'll see. Looking exciting. Are we not excited for some volatility, my friends? I know Bitcoin's been hard to read lately, but it's got to be exciting. I'm happy that Bitcoin's moving around. We're not getting this stagnant price action that's just, grinding. Like, give me some volatility, even if you're stopping me out. You know what I mean? So we can be a little bit of excited, even if the price is moving down. Look at this relief pump. Pow! Pop up. Pay Jake. Let's go. We'll pump it. All right, that's all I got, Jake. It's too early for that. That was my pump beatbox of the morning. Mrs. Otter's probably going to come in and hit me. I'm excited, man. It doesn't matter what time it is. It's 4 in the morning. We out here. We trying our best to extract profits. It's 5:18, okay? It's 5 now. We can be louder. Let's see what happens. Look at this. Bounce, baby, bounce. Let's see it. Come on. Bullish divergence. Let's see it. Good old Bitcoin. Look at this. Yellow X smacking it in the face. Hopefully it comes up. It's Will Smith. So Will Smith that like button for me. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate some likes on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're always here. Live stream every single day. Mindset videos comes out every week. We also have little quick learning videos that we make. We have shorts. We're always here. We're in a free Discord, giving our trade setups, giving our ideas, what we think is going to happen in the market. So if you wouldn't mind smashing those likes, subscribing to the channel, all that stuff, comment if you haven't, throw up some otters in the chat. Much love to every single one of you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm going to throw some otters in the chat. Jake says, we'll see what happens. It ain't easy for a pump until I hit my entry at 21,330. But if we head north, I'll be happy. I'll be making gains. See, it's much love in this community. Everybody happy for everybody, trying to help each other extract these profits, right? Can we get that pop? Let's see how it's going. So, you guys didn't throw up any otters. Thank you, Sniper's Nightmare. Much love, much respect. Now we're going to look over at some altcoins. Now, if you want me to look at an altcoin, let's do it. But we're looking right now at Matic to come down to $1. Hasn't happened yet. We're looking for this trade setup. Oof, look at that. It's happened. So we had Matic coming down to this level, pop back up. We shared this a couple days ago, and we were looking for Matic to come down to this level. It has hit. It has popped up, but who knows with Matic? It is pretty sporadic. It is automatic. It is intense compared to Bitcoin. It moves quite a lot, so we need to be very cautious when trading altcoins. If you want to trade some altcoins, maybe bug Sniper's Nightmare. I'm sure he'd be glad to share some Beautiful, beautiful altcoin setups and what he's looking at. Always on the alts. We love you. We love you. We love you, Sniper's Nightmare. So looking at ADA or ADA or Subtracta to come down to $1, it has not done so yet. But we have had this trade set up here. It's popped up, looking nice. Where would I look for a retrace? Well, obviously, we'll pull a golden pocket. We have a key level here. We pull a golden pocket from the swing high to the swing low, and we can see that we're at the top of this range. We got a beautiful setup, and we can see that there's volume over here. Let's see where the volume stops. Poof, look at that. So I'd be looking at the 786 here. This would be my level for a short. You get the point of control, 786. Whew. Today not taking any mate. My mind's not with it. Now that is what's up. That is what's up. Because when you're not with it, your mind's not with it. If you've had a hard time or a hard day and you don't want to be emotional in your trading, it's very important to learn how to take a break and sit on the sidelines. Still watch price action, still be part of the community, but know yourself. Have some awareness. Look at yourself and be like, okay, is it healthy for me to be trading right now? And if it isn't, well, stay off of the charts. Preserve your capital so that you can trade on a better day. You know what I mean? You don't see people going to work when they're really sick, right? Well, our minds are what help us trade better, right? So let's always be aware of what is going on between the ears so that we can extract profit. So we're looking for this short setup on ADA once it works its way back up, if it ever does, right? So let's keep that in mind. Let's go over to ADA, which was a beautiful. ADA's dropping down. We had this downtrend drawn out. I mean, we can delete this 40 cents thing. Oof. We can see that we have this downtrend. We have the double top on ADA. We have this key level of support. Now, you can see this is the SPF drop over here to the left, right? We can see that this was where price was trading after the big move down, right? Little bit of relief, big move down. It's been hanging out in here. This is the key volume node, right? We can see that we had this trend line marked out. I guarantee you that is probably the point of control of this range here. Boom. Yes, it is, right? So we have that key level there. So that follows straight across. Now what's happened? What's the reaction? What do we got over here? So we'll zoom in. We'll look at ADA objectively here. And we'll see that, boom, we are bouncing off of this point of control from the previous range. Now that's how you can use old ranges to get confluence to your new range that you're currently trading in. Now we'll pull the volume over here. So we have a little bit of resistance from here, but most trading was done over to the left there. So you can see that we're at a point of control. We could be looking for a possible long position here. But remember, these alts, these smaller coins are going to be looking to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is continuously dumping, then we could be looking at a continuous dump for ADA. Unless we get positive news or Charles Hoskins comes out with some sauce and he's like, hey, bro, ADA is going to take over the world. Then right now, look for it to follow Bitcoin. We've had a clear downtrend, clear movement down. We have money flow actually curving up on the 4-hour. So in the short-term time frame, we could get some relief. We have stochastics very oversold, can possibly bounce up. Money or the VWAP is bouncing around the zero line. It hasn't really shot up too high. So with ADA, I would be definitely looking for a long around this area because of the point of control from before. Now we've had this marked out for quite some time, so be careful, but yes, look for it to break this downtrend. So if you want to be more safe, you look for a move out of this downtrend and retrace back, and that's where you'll look for your long setup if you're a bit more patient than I am, right? So those are some ideas on ADA. But right now you can see clear as day, downtrend, bouncing off a point of control from the previous range. Look for it to try and have a little bit of a relief bounce. If not, well, guess what? It's going to continue downwards to this area down here, which is at 29 cents, which is the level where we entered into the SBF dump, right? So that's my thoughts for ADA. I hope that helps. I'm going to blow my nose again. Demo was dusty yesterday. So watch ADA, watch these two levels, look for it to move within this box. We got this box here. So make sure to watch for this box for price to react to it and look for a trade within there. Now we also got LTC in the chat. Now I have not looked at LTC in quite some time. Let's take a look. Oh, looks like ADA. We can see it has come down to this key level of support that we had drawn out. So a lot of these coins, if we flip through them, we'll see looks very similar, right? So if you're looking to trade an alt, be aware that we're at this key level of support on most of them, right? Some are lagging, some are behind, some have had, a little bit of a pump, like near here. You can see it's had a bit of a pump, which isn't much, but they're all very much in the same sort of area. We can pull confluences. We can look over here. We have a key level of support. It's bounced up here. We'd be looking for a long position somewhere down here. Target the previous highs, right? But when we look at this giant range, we can see that it's clearly been holding LTC up ever since probably Michael Saylor said, hey, LTC is goodbye, and got all excited. But you can see there isn't much here supporting it. Let's zoom out to the 4 and let's get a bigger look at this volume, and maybe we can find some more confluences. And yes, so we have this key level here marked out. So if we lose this area right here, we'll be looking to trade within the range here. So this is your price here, and this is your price down here. If we lose this area, look for us to come down to this point of control at 76 cents, right? If we continue downwards, right? If not, we look for a bounce, right? Look, alert, we're crossing. So I'm probably out of my short with a miniature loss, and that's okay. Look at that. We're dumping. We've hit it, Jake. We've hit it. Tell me we've hit it, my friend. We're bouncing. Are we going to bounce or are we going to dump? Whew. I'm definitely out of my trade with a small loss, which is okay. We're looking for a bounce. Amazing. Jake's in this trade. Let's cheer for Jake. Hopefully it goes to the moon. 100x leverage. He's stopped out. No. Oh. Come on. Let's go, BTC. Hit that CME gap up top. So you can see that right now, bears are angry. They're out of the hibernation. They're at us. Is Bitcoin failing? Where is it going to end up? Well, like we said, add these levels to your charts. We're having a reaction right now at this level, and I'm going to be looking for another long maybe before work, right? Quick over to H-bar. We'll take a quick look at H-bar for you. H-bar is flying down. We were looking for a long somewhere. It's flying down. It's below the key level of support from before. H-bar looks like it's dropping like it's hot. Let's pull the volume all the way from back here. That's not the volume tool, Alex. We're back inside this range. Value area low. Definitely. Look for a bounce down here. Yeah, could do. So you don't want to lose 57 cents on H-bar. That is very important. H-bar has been trading very well. It has had significant movement to the upside. and has clearly had significant movement to the downside. So now that it's within this range, look for it to trade within this range. What does that mean? That, look, we could have a possible long setup within this area, but right now it's looking very bearish. Don't FOMO into the shorts. Be very careful. Protect your capital and don't get knocked out. Did I do that? Did I do that? How's it going? Jonathan Schaefer, sorry for that market order. Probably throwing down 500 Bitcoins. Whew, look at the dumper rally coming up. We have lost this key level. Bulls are losing it. Holy smokes, Batman. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Bitcoin is flying down. Wow. 21,150. Where it will stop. Next stop's 20,400. Is it going to push for it? Is it going to push? We'll find out. Wow. We have broken this structure. We are now in bearish structure, everybody. We are now in bearish structure. Okay? Understand that the bears are back in control. We are back in bearish structure. We have had higher highs, higher low, and now we have a lower low. Are we going to go and fill up our bags? Or are we still bullish on Bitcoin in the long term? Is this not good news? I think it's good news. Look at it go. Looking for a reaction. We have this range over here to our left. CME gap below that. Is it going to stay within this range? Let's watch price. This is awesome. I'm not a perma bear, but I don't mind a little bit of a dumpola. These bulls were getting annoying. Look at us go. Dropping. Holy smokes. We're down low. Hey, Mrs. Otter, how's it going? Good morning. Did I wake you up? Say hi to the Otter gang, Mrs. Otter. Hi. That's not how she sounds. She's British. She goes, hiya, you're right. We just lost 21,000 for BTC. I lost a bit myself, but not too bad. I'm just reading the chat, Mrs. Otter. Wasn't talking to you. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. Wow. Where will we stop? This is good. Is anybody in a short? No one's in a short. Well, Mr. CME gap up here. We'll be back. Maybe in November. Wow. This is great. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go and lick my wounds from my long. It wasn't a big position. It was actually pretty minuscule, but I was trading. So we're looking for it to come down to this 20,400 CME gap. Right now, it's within this range over here. Keep an eye on this range. Look for other assets to follow suit. Look for them to dumpola as well. We've come down. We've hit actually pretty much to this mid-range area. So people are shorting. People are just getting in shorts. FOMO in. I wouldn't suggest FOMOing, but if that's part of your trading strategy, FOMO away. But I wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me for this live. Much love, much respect. You guys are great. God bless you all. Stay real out there. I'll be throwing up my charts in the Discord, so don't forget to join us in the Discord. And stay safe out there. Practice good risk management. And guess what? Love yourself because you're worth it and you're legendary. Mad love, mad respect. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, my friends. And let's look for some more trades tomorrow. Peace. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great day. Mrs. Otter, more coffee. We need more coffee. We got to go to work. It's Friday. Woohoo!